Okay, so really quick, I just want to do some example problems with you, and then I will send you on your way to finish this lesson and the work involving for this lesson. So let's start with number one. We have 6/10 times 8/10. This one's simple. When we multiply tenths, remember we can just multiply the two numbers together and add or place our decimal. So 6 times 8 gives me 48. And then I need to figure out how many times I need to move my decimal. We're going to go to each decimal in my equation or problem, and I'm going to move it one time until the end of my numbers. So one time here and one time here, 1 plus 1 is 2. I'm going to go to the end of my answer and move 2 spaces to the left. 1, 2, and this is where my decimal goes. For number 1, my answer is 48 hundredths. Let's look at number 2. I have 1 and 7/10 times 2 and 4/10. This one's a little bit more tricky. We're actually going to line this one up. So we have 1.7 times 2.4. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 times 7. 4 times 7 is 28. Put my 8 below, carry my 2. Now I have 4 times 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 more is 6. Remember, I don't do anything with my decimals till the very end. I'm starting to multiply with my second number, so I need to put my imaginary or magic 0 below. Now I can multiply. 2 times 4, I'm going to cross this out. 2 times 4, or excuse me, 2 times 7 is 14. Put my 4, carry my 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 more is 3. I'm going to add my numbers together, and then I will do my decimals. 8 times, excuse me, 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 6 is 10. Put my 0 below, carry my 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay, so now I have my answer. So what I need to do is I need to count how many times I need to move my decimal. I'm going to look back at my original problem, and I'm going to move it one time for each of them to the right. So now I need to go to the back of my answer and move 2 spaces to the left. My answer for number 2 is 4 and 8/100. Okay, let's look at my second one. Mrs. Wiley's going to erase really quickly so you don't get confused. And delete. Okay, number 3, I have 9/10 times 3 and 8/10. Going to line up my last numbers together. Okay, first I have 9 times 8, 9 trick, 72, carry my 7, 8 times 0 is 0, plus 7 more is 7. Remember, I'm switching to my second digit in my number, so I need to put a 0, or my magic 0. 3 times 9 is 27. I'm going to put my 7 below and carry my 2. 3 times 0 is 3, plus 2 more, or excuse me, 3 times 0 is 0, plus 2 more is 2. Mrs. Bliley's getting ahead of herself, I'm sorry. Add 2 plus 0 is 2, 7 plus 7 is 14. Carry my 1, 1 plus 2 is 3. Now I need to figure out how many decimals I have. I'm going to look back at my original problem, move my decimals to the right. I moved both twice, one here and one here. 1 plus 1 is 2. I'm going to go to the end of my answer and and move 2 spaces to the left. So my answer for number 3 is 3 and 42 hundredths. Okay, if you have any questions about today's lesson, if you would like me to reteach any part of it, if you have any additional support that you need, please come to our support time at 11:30 to 12:30, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend, Reagan. Hope to see you soon.